Guadans! How are you today? I hope everything is doing great and wonderful in God's grace. Welcome to our fourth week. This week, you are going to learn about finding Gcf and LCM. What do we mean by Gcf and LCM? Later, we are going to find out. At the end of the week, you will be able to find the common factors, Gcf, common multiples, and LCM of 2 to 3 given numbers. Also, you will be able to learn how to solve real-life problems involving Gcf and LCM of 2 to 3 given numbers. And also, we will try up to 4 numbers. Before we proceed to our topic, let us have some trivia! Which number is the sum of its multiples when you add the single digits together? Do you already have your answer, Guadans? We will check your answer at the last part of this video. Come on, let's proceed to our lesson! First, let us have a recall. A prime number is a whole number greater than 1 with only 2 factors, 1 and itself. A prime number can be only divided by 1 and itself. Next, a composite number is a whole number greater than 1 with more than 2 factors. It means there are more numbers that you can use to divide composite number. Another recall. Factors are numbers you multiply together to get another number. For example, the factors of 6 are 3 and 2 because 3 times 2 is 6. Also, 1 and 6. 1 times 6 is 6. What is prime factorization? Prime factorization of a number is the product of prime factors that make up that number. For example, for the prime factorization, express 120 as a product of prime factors. First prime factor I can think of is 2. So I can divide 120 by 2. 120 divided by 2 is 60. Next, I can still divide 60 by 2. So I will use that. 60 divided by 2 is 30. 30 still can be divided by 2. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. 15. Can we divide 15 by 2? No. How about by 3? Yes, we can divide 15 by 3 and that is 5. We can stop now because 5 is now a prime. Therefore, the prime factorization of 120 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Let us check. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. 8 times 3, 24. And 24 times 5 is 120. Therefore, we are correct that the prime factorization of 120 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Great job, Guadans! Patrick and his friends were assigned to decorate their classroom. There are 3 pieces of number chain measure 16 cm, 24 cm, and 40 cm respectively. Patrick wants to cut them into strips of the same length. What is the largest possible length of each strip? Do you already have your answer, Guadans? Now, how are we going to answer this question? We can answer this question by finding the greatest common factor or GCF using continuous division. So step 1 is write the numbers horizontally and find the prime number that will divide all the numbers if possible. Step 2 is divide by that prime number and write the quotients below the dividends. Step 3 is continue the process until none of the numbers has a common prime divisor. Okay, let us try to solve the problem. First, let us note that GCF is the product of all the prime factors common to all the numbers given. Okay, what is the greatest common factor of 16, 24, and 40? First, we're going to divide it by 2. Since 16, 24, and 40 can be divided by 2, then we will divide it by 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 40 divided by 2 is 20. We can still divide the 3 by 2. So let us divide them by 2. There will be 8 divided by 2, 4. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Now, do you have any number that you can think of that can divide 4, 6, and 10? Yes, there is still number 2. We can divide the 3 by 2. So, 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, this side are the common factors of 16, 24, and 40. It means 16, 24, and 40 can be divided by 2. They can also be divided by 4. They can also be divided by 8. And of course, the 3 can be divided by 1. Now, using continuous division, this part, the left part, 2 times 2 times 2 is actually the greatest common factor of 16, 24, and 40. That is 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Therefore, the longest possible length of each strip is 8 centimeters. Please take note that common factors are factors that are the same for 2 or more numbers. Greatest common factor, or GCF, is the greatest number that is a factor of 2 or more numbers. For example, for the numbers 4, 6, and 10, their common factors are 2 and 1. 2 is the greatest common factor of 4, 6, and 10.